So often we think of kindness as fluffy unicorns and rainbows, and that really diminishes the power that kindness has. Can kindness be part of the solution in unifying us as humans of the world? Not races, not religions, not politics, but humans that are equal in every way? Hey, thanks for joining me to share some good vibes in your corner of the world. I want to dispel the myth that kindness is nothing but sugar and spice and sunshine and rainbows. And it's a nice thing. I believe that kindness is part of the answer to combat inequalities that are experienced by people in this country and across the world. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you get notified anytime new tips for good vibes drop. Current events highlight the ongoing and terrible inequalities in America and the significant and often violent injustices that minority communities face every day. I don't have the right thing to say, and I don't have the answer on how to change the world or this country, but I believe that we have the ability to do it, the ability to change and to eradicate this systemic hatred. And it starts with each one of us individually, working for a better and fairer world. Kindness plays a part in our humanity towards one another. And it's not a nice, fluffy thing to do to check off and get brownie points. It's a formula to living openly with an accepting heart and the ability to unify. So I just want to share my simple thought on a formula that I believe defines kindness. And take it for what it is: a seed, an idea, an intention to be part of the solution, part of the change, part of the voices that speak up and speak out. Empathy plus action equals kindness. Empathy isn't feeling bad for somebody or having pity for them. The actual definition of empathy is a psychological identification with or vicarious experiencing of the feelings, thoughts, or attitudes of another. And some synonyms for empathy are affinity, appreciation, compassion, insight, communion, warmth, and rapport. So what does that really mean? Well, it begins with listening. And let me emphasize that listening has to be the first step. When you can identify with someone's experiences or feelings, directly or indirectly, it connects you to that person. And when I say identify, I don't mean knowing, because there isn't any way to ever know someone's same experience, to know their feelings. But we can want to understand, support, and connect with them, hear them, see them, and their experiences. And that is a huge step in changing how we live our lives every single day. If you step into just this piece of the formula, you can't live in a narcissistic world anymore. You can't close your eyes to the things that are happening around you, and you can't deny the experiences of others. Action is defined as something done or performed, an act or a deed. An act that one consciously wills and that may be characterized by physical or mental activity. We know the idea of action can be applied to just about anything. A habit, a practice, a passion, anything that we want to funnel energy towards. What action do you put into your life? Go ahead and comment below. What if a majority of people in your country, in your city, in our world committed to combining empathy plus action to ensure equality, to combat the power of silence, to give voice to the voiceless, to make sure that no one wields power over anyone, but actually uses power to empower everyone. Action can be anything from donating money to volunteering to getting involved with an organization, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. Now listen, don't get me wrong. I am well aware that that sounds like sunshine and rainbows. But the only thing stopping it from happening is people. People who believe that they have the right to have power over others that they have determined as less than. People who have tilted the world in their favor and altered institutions to make it harder for people with no power. But I think that's the minority of humans, and we have the ability to change it. We can change it all if we choose to do it together. I don't know what our next steps are as a nation, as a people, as humans who live on the same globe. But I do know that we can learn from history, and if we choose unification, it is possible. Are you willing to be an ambassador for kindness? Give me a yes down below in the comments. I challenge you to step into empathy plus action in your life and make change for good in the world with kindness. I appreciate you, and you have the power to be the change. Now go out and live kind today.